everybody, it's Anna and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you are new to Top 5 Wednesday, I will go ahead and link the Goodreads group down below so that you can see the topics and see if this is something that you want to participate in. Today's topic is children's books to read again as an adult. I am delighted that this was the topic because that is precisely what I have been doing recently, is going back and rereading old favorites. The first book that I would like to mention is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. I have the graphic novel today to show you because my fiance is currently reading the book edition. This is the story of a brother and sister, Meg and Charles Wallace Murray, and their friend Calvin, going on a quest across time and space to find Meg and Charles Wallace's missing father. This has time travel, friendship, and all sorts of wonderful adventures. Was actually my introduction to science fiction. The next book is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland / Through the Looking Glass. Technically, these are two different books, but I always read them combined as one as a child. I feel like this book doesn't really need any introduction, but it definitely improves upon rereading as you get older, as you really kind of learn what an awesome, autonomous, badass heroine Alice really is, and you get a lot more of the allusions when you read these as an adult. Next is The Protector of the Small series by Tamara Pierce. This was one of my favorite series growing up. It was actually the series that really got me into fantasy, and this is the story of Kelladry of Mindolin, known as Kel, who decides that she is going to be the first girl to become a knight when it is allowed for girls to become knights. Previously, there was a woman who became a knight by disguising herself as a boy and then making it all the way to the end, but Kel is the first one that is going to be known as a girl from start to finish who becomes a knight. The next book, or book series really, is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I know that these books are most problematic of faves really, but I still love them so much. They remind me so much of growing up, and my first experience with trying to write and create adventures in a fantasy world was mostly based off of my experiences reading the Chronicles of Narnia books. Next up is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This is actually my childhood copy of the book, so it is much loved and quite tattered. And this is the story of Mary Lennox, a girl who is orphaned and gets sent to live with her uncle that she doesn't know in England in a spooky old manor house. And it is her story of her kind of awakening into becoming a person that likes herself and loves herself through the power of nature and going out into gardens and friendship. We're going to get a bonus one this week because I couldn't actually narrow it down, and I also only have my novelty copy of this, so pardon me. But the final book is Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. This is the Latin copy that I got when I started taking Latin because I wanted to practice my reading skills on a familiar story that I already knew, which is why he's wearing this little toga and laurel wreath. Again, this is a book that doesn't really need any introduction, but when you reread it as you get older, you just have a different sort of appreciation for the characters and their relationships and the happiness of the world that is created therein. And if you like Winnie the Pooh or have read it recently, I would like to also recommend The Best Bear in All the World, which is an authorized sequel to the Winnie the Pooh series that my fiance got me this copy of for, I think it was my birthday. I legit cried when he gave it to me. That's how much I love Pooh. And also Winnie the Pooh Meets the Queen, which is a picture book that was commissioned to celebrate the 90th birthday of Winnie the Pooh, which was the same year as the 90th birthday of the current Queen Elizabeth II. This book also made me cry. Alright, that is it for Top 5 Wednesday. Comment down below if you've read any of these books, if you'd like to discuss them with me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!